People are asking me, the market have moved up a lot. They look a little toppy. Where are the short opportunities? Great question. There's a sector in the market that nobody is talking about that has some yummy, yummy setups for profitable short trades. Nobody's talking about it now. Perfect for us. We can get in before anybody else. Let's talk about it. And the sector we're talking about is the restaurant business. I know nobody has the restaurant business on its bingo card as a short opportunity. But look at this. This is McDonald's. We're not going to talk about McDonald's or Chipotle or Starbucks, the big restaurant chains. You can get those information anywhere. You come to our trades of the day to find trading ideas that nobody talks about or very few people talk about at this moment. But I want to show you McDonald's here to give you like the lay of the land, what the restaurant stocks look like. And what we've seen is a gigantic run up in the late summer, early fall, and a lot of them are running into resistance zones now. As you can see here, the yellow zone. And this gives us an interesting opportunity on the short side with some of the smaller restaurant chains that not everybody is talking about. So let's get into it. We're going to start with Shake Shack. Everybody knows the burgers. Some love it. Me, not so much. Not that big of a Shake Shack guy. But no doubt, great stock, great business, great story. But as you can see, same situation. It's running into this major horizontal resistance zone that is held up in 2024 alone. Once, twice, three times, four, five. So this is the sixth time it tried to break through. This time, interestingly enough, it stopped at the midpoint. It didn't even reach the upper band of this resistance zone, as we did here, here, and here. So we already seen some weakness in the Shake Shack stock. And we can see it in the RSI. We have a negative divergence where basically the stock is unchanged where it is now, maybe a little higher, but the RSI is already going down. Now, the short signal is not there yet. I would short it if we break this uptrend. So put this on your watch list and see if the uptrend holds. We're doing nothing on the short side. But if it breaks, we're going to be one of the first people in to write this thing on the short side. We got a gap open here around 87.60 that we're eyeing. And this looks very juicy for us. Same situation, Sweetgreens. Now, that is one of my favorites. I eat there at least once a week. But look at this. Same setup. Runs into a major resistance zone. It hit it once, twice, three times, four times. And this one looks even worse than Shake Shack. Why? Because this one has broken and confirmed the small uptrend already. Really interesting. We also see, as you can see here, a mega negative divergence in the RSI. You can see the stock has gone up since March, and since April we have put in lower highs on the RSI. That, ladies and gentlemen, textbook negative divergence, big warning sign, which to be fair hasn't paid off in the past month, but it's getting more and more extreme. And we like extreme because when extreme things happen in the market, that's when we have opportunities. So if you are a speculative trader, then you will short this if it confirms on the hourly, doesn't make any new highs, makes basically a lower high on the hourly in the area of where this pre-market 36.60, 36.80. If you're more conservative, you wait till it breaks below, closes this gap and breaks below, and therefore confirms the resistance zone. And then we have a really nice downside potential for Sweetgreen. Man, even though I love the company, I love their food, but this doesn't look good. Now, my short favorite, CAVA Group. This is fairly new. Not everybody knows it because it's not everywhere in the States yet. I don't even think it's international at all. I really like it. I eat there almost every week as well. When I'm in the US, it's basically Chipotle for Mediterranean food. Super popular, really good. I mean, the stock has been a monster. Look at this. It's a fairly new stock. It just came to market last summer, so not that many people know about it. But it's basically been like 3 to 4 bagger depending when you got in. But now we're seeing a setup where there's an interesting short opportunity. We're basically having a double top. It's not 100% a double top because it tried to break above. You can see it here, the former highs, and failed. So 2 bearish signs. It has broken the short-term uptrend and confirmed it yesterday. 3rd bearish sign. We also have a mega negative divergence here with an RSI that's lower while the price is basically unchanged. It's not as crazy as it is in Sweetgreens, but it's pretty strong. So we have 4 negative factors going against CAVA. We have a monster gap open here around 103. So this gives us a fantastic risk-reward ratio of about 20% on the downside. And on the upside, we're gonna get stopped out here, which is about a 5% on the upside. So that's a 4-to-1 risk reward. That's excellent. Now the last restaurant chain I want to talk about is Wingstop. I mean, that is the mother of all crazy successful restaurant chains, like second-tier restaurant chains. Look at the long-term charts. Look at the long-term chart and cry, because that's really all you can do. Yeah, this is not stopping. This is not Nvidia. This is not Microsoft. This is Wingstop we're talking about. So, incredible. 2022, you could buy it at 78. It's at 420, 22 right now. But we're also seeing it's running into the same kind of resistance zone that we saw with the other restaurant chains. Interesting setup here. We already have a doji candle right here. Interesting setup for a double top situation. Let me draw on the short-term uptrend here real quick. And we can see that the short-term uptrend, because I think it's broken. Yep, it's broken. There we go. RSI is turning down. Now, this hasn't confirmed, right? You saw CAVA, the slide before. The CAVA has already confirmed the breakdown. Let me go back here and show it to you. You see this? Breakdown, closed below it, confirmed it. Excellent. This one broke through yesterday, hasn't confirmed it yet. Again, this one I'm a little more cautious about because it's such a monster and has a lot of momentum. But if it confirms, this could be an interesting short trade as well. Now, what we need to talk about with the restaurants is these are quick swing trades. We do not want to hold Sweetgreen and CAVA and Wingstop into the next earnings season, because these companies, they're smaller, they're still growing very fast, they're still expanding their footprint, so the growth story is still intact. It's not a saturated chain yet. So therefore, probability high that they're going to have good numbers, right, on the growth side. And that's what the market is looking for with these stocks. These are basically growth stocks in the restaurant business. So therefore, we want to close our short positions before the next earnings season starts. It's a quick short trade that looks quite yummy on the restaurant shorts. Again, nobody's talking about it because everybody's looking at the big restaurant chains, but the possibilities, as I showed you here, is with the smaller restaurant chains of the second, third tier in the market. That's it for today. Talk to you tomorrow.